Good morning and welcome, my 10th graders. In today's lesson, I want to review some exercises you've already completed as assignments in your student and activity book. So, in your student book, we are going to do pages 16 and 17, and I will go over the exercises and give you the correct answers. In your activity book, I will go over exercises pages 11, 12, and 13, go over each grammar and give you the correct answers. Please follow along, تابعوا معي منيح, and make sure you do write the correct answers that I give you in your textbooks. So let's begin. Page 16, exercise 1. What places do you think visitors that come to Jordan would like to see? Now, read Julia's email to Sally about her visit to Jordan. Which places does she mention? So let's remember which places does she mention, because I'm going to ask you later. I think for number 1, what places do you think visitors would like to see when they come to Jordan? I think they would like to visit Petra. They would like for sure to come here to Aqaba. They like Qais, and for sure Jarash. That's what I think they would, visitors that come to Jordan would definitely want to go and visit. Now I'm going to read the email that Sally has written about her trip. Hi Sally, hello from Jordan. I'm here on holiday with my family and I've already been here for a week. Although I haven't seen all of the sites yet, I've already been to some interesting places. We went to Ajloun Forest Nature Reserve yesterday. The nature reserve was protected all of the animals there since 1978. I saw a lot of animals that I have never seen before, like hyenas and wolves. My favorite animal was the porcupine. Porcupine yani khunfus. The reserve is also special because of the trees. There are many trees that we don't have in Britain, like pistachio, strawberry, and the carob trees. We also saw the black iris flower. This flower is special because it is the national flower of Jordan. There are also orchids and tulips. The guide showed us around the reserve. In the spring and summer, visitors can stay in cabins at the reserve. I'd like to stay there next time we visit. It sounds very exciting. Today we're going to visit the Roman Theater in Jarash. We're also going to visit Amman soon. I'm very excited. The weather here has been lovely. It is warm and sunny. I haven't taken any photographs yet, but I still have 2 more weeks here. I hope you like this postcard I sent. See you soon, Julia. Okay, I'm not going to translate all of it in Arabic. It's just going to take too much time. But I'm going to go over the exercises 3 and 4, 5, and 6. Now here we have some of the following sentences are wrong. Underline the mistakes, then correct it. And put a tick next to the correct sentence. يعني في جمل هي كتبتهم خطأ. We're going to put an underline and نحط خط تحتيهم, and we are going to correct what is wrong. So, يعني بالعربي بعض الجمل التالية خطأ. بدنا نحط خط تحت الخطأ ونصحح ونضع إشارة الصح أمام الجملة الصحيحية. So we're going to put a check or next to the correct ones. Number 1 says Julia has been to Ajloun Forest Nature Reserve. That's wrong for sure, because she hasn't. She's already been there. She has already been there. So what do we write? We write Julia has already been to Ajloun Forest Park. Julia has already been to Ajloun Forest Park. هلا الخطأ yet مع الجملة المنفية. So we put yet مع الجملة المنفية. Number 2. Julia has already taken some photos. Julia has already taken some photos. This is the correct answer. ما فيها أخطاء, no grammatical mistakes. Number 3, Julia hasn't already seen the hyenas and wolves. Julia hasn't seen the hyenas or wolves. That's wrong because Julia has already seen the hyenas and wolves. In her email, she said that she already has seen them. So we change it to Julia has already seen the hyenas and wolves. Number 4 says, Julia hasn't seen the Roman theater in Jerash already. That's wrong because Julia hasn't seen the Roman theater in Jerash yet. Why did we put yet? لأنه yet في جملة منفية. We add yet للجملة المنفية. 5, Julia hasn't stayed in the cabins at the nature reserve yet. That's a correct and true statement that Julia said. She hasn't stayed in the cabins at the reserve yet. Yet بدل على also الجملة المنفية, and she's staying there for another 2 weeks. Now, exercise 4 says, write your own sentences about the places you have been to in Jordan and the places you haven't visited using yet and already. يعني نكتب جمل نستعمل yet and already. I wrote, I've already been to Jerash, but I haven't been to Salt. I've already been to Jerash, but I haven't been to Salt yet. So I used, in my sentence, I've used already and I use yet. You can write any sentence, but as long as you put already and yet. For instance, I've already been to Madaba, but I haven't been to, I've already been to Aqaba, but I haven't been to Madaba yet. So you can put any sentence just using already and yet. Moving along to page 17. Page 17, exercise 5. Here we have write the animals, trees, and flowers from the email in exercise 2 in the correct column. So, what have she seen? So, animals, in the article that we just read, we have hyena, wolves, porcupine, she's seen, and the trees that she saw in the nature reserve, she saw pistachio, strawberry, and the carob tree, and the flowers that she saw was the black iris, the orchids, and the tulips. So these are all from the article. Exercise number 6 says, read the leaflet about 2 types of trees. Why are they special? Here we have 2 types of trees. They are not here. They are in the U.S. The first tree is called Bristol cone pine. Bristol cone pine. And the other one is woolly pine. Woolly pine. Now, in the U.S., in America, we do have these trees everywhere. They are very popular. The Bristol cone, I know it's very popular in California, and the woolly pine is basically in most states. And that's the woolly pine is what they use for a Christmas tree, by the way. So here we have information about the Bristol cone, and on the next column we have information about the woolly pines. The Bristol cone, they are found in California and the USA. They are the oldest trees alive in the world today. هم أقدم trees معيشين. Some are more than 4,000 years old. يعني بعض منهم عمرهم أكثر من 4,000 سنة. The rings in their wood show how much they've grown. يعني الساق تبعهم ببين قديش عمرهم. And scientists use these rings to see how the world's climate has changed. والعلماء بيستعملوا الساق تبعهم عشان يدرسوا كيف الجو الانفايرمنت اتغيرت من سنة لسنة، من سنين لسنين قصدي. They grow very slowly, about 14 meters in 3,000 years. يعني كتير يعني بطيء، النمو تبعهم كتير بطيء. The Willamite pines, they're very popular in America. Like I said, they're everywhere. They are the oldest species of trees in the world. يعني أقدم شجر بالعالم. They grew in the rainforest before Australia became a continent. They grew where there were dinosaurs on Earth. يعني عاشوا بأستراليا وعاشوا وقت الديناصورز. The climate was very different then. والجو كان كتير غير من هلا. They still grew when plant and animals died and the climate changed. يعني ضلوا يكبروا ضلوا ينمو حتى يوم ماتوا الديناصورز الانيمالز وتغيير climate. Some trees of this type still exist in Australia. في بعض من هدول الشجر still يعني لساتهم عايشين في أستراليا. Scientists want to save them. They still didn't reveal their species, their precise location. لسه العلماء بيحاولوا إنه يحفظوا عليهم بس لسه بدهم يعني يلاقوا كلهم يشوفوا وين. They grow very fast. Some are 40 meters high. يعني النمو تبعهم كتير fast وكتير طوال. So 7 says, here are the bristlecone pines and the willamite pines different. How are they different? يعني كيف هم مختلفين. بدنا نقرأ ونكتب كيف كل واحدة مختلفة. وأنا here I wrote. يعني البريستلكون اسمها الصنوبر الخشن and the willamite pine is الصنوبر الناعم. البريستلكone they grow very slowly, more than 4,000 years old, found in California. يعني like ترجمت لكم above كتير النمو تبعهم قليل في منهم أكتر من 4,000 سنة و mostly found in California. The willamite pine grows very fast. It's unknown and it's found all over in the US and Australia. So that's the differences. Exercise 8, I do not want. Moving on to our next page. Next page is the activity book, page 11. Here we have complete the sentences with the following words relating to the rainforest animals. So we have some animals that live in the rainforest. We need to put the correct animal to the correct sentence. So we have the kangaroo is a native animal of Australia. بنعرف إنه الكانجرو كتير مشهور في أستراليا. The rainforest in Panama is the natural habitat of the red-eyed tree frog. It's almost impossible to see because it likes to remain hidden in the leaves of trees. Number 3, the wing size of some species of يعني احنا بنحكي عن الجنحان. ايش عندنا هون اللي عنده جنحان؟ For sure البات. The wing size of some species of bats can be as large as 1.8 meters. يعني كتير الجنحان تبعونهم. Number 4, a blank looks similar to a mouse but it's much larger with a longer tail. ايش بيشبه الفار الصغير اللي هو الرات. Number 5, do you know how many legs a blank has got? It has 8 legs. بين الانيمالز up here مين اللي عنده كتير اجرين؟ بنعرف انه السبايدر العنكبوت has 8 legs. Moving along to exercise number 2, the grammar. Choose the correct alternative. Choose the correct alternative. Here we have يعني اختار البديل الصحيح. Choose the correct alternative يعني اختار البديل الصحيح. We have نتذكر already في جملة تابعة إلى yet. Yet في الجملة المنفية not. Okay, so we have my uncle is an explorer. He has yet or already been to some of the world's most faraway places. هم حلنا إياها. The correct أجوبة is already. He hasn't been to the Amazon because we have he hasn't been to the Amazon yet. He hasn't been to the Amazon yet. But he has already planned his trip next year. But he has already planned his trip next year. So we have one لأن الجملة المثبتة we say already. 2 لأن الجملة المنفية we used yet. 3 لأن الجملة المثبتة We used already because he's already been there. يعني already عمل. Number 4. I can't believe you've yet or already done all your homework. So, I can't believe you've already done all your homework. ليش استعملنا already؟ لأنه الجملة مثبتة. يعني he's already done it, it's finished. Number 5. Well, I haven't finished my math yet, but I have written my essay and I've already done my history. So I'm nearly finished. يعني why did we use already in sentence 5؟ لأنه جملة منفية. جملة منفية. So النفي not في جملة 2 يجب أن يكون بعد have أو has. Okay? And 4 لاحظ النفي في جملة 4 بعد can وليس have أو has. ليس have or has. So well, I haven't finished my maths yet, but I have written my essay and I've already done my history. So I'm nearly finished. Again, 1. We used already لأنه جملة مثبتة. 2. We used yet لأنه جملة منفية. 3. We used already لأنه جملة مثبتة as well. 4. We used already لأنه جملة already مثبتة. 5. We used yet لأنه جملة منفية. And 6. We used already لأنه جملة مثبتة. Now, exercise 3. Rewrite the sentences with yet or already. Rewrite the sentences with yet or already. يعني من نعيد كتابة الجملة نستعمل yet or already. Yet or already. So we have 1. I haven't done my homework. I haven't done my homework. Then نستعمل yet or already. It becomes I haven't done my homework yet. لأنه لسه. We haven't finished it yet. Number 2 says the lesson has finished. The lesson has finished. نستعمل yet or already. So it becomes the lesson has already finished. The lesson has already finished. The lesson has finished. ما بنحكي the lesson has finished. We say the lesson has already finished. Why? ليش؟ لأنه بوجود not اكتب yet. بوجود not اكتب yet بنهاية الجملة. So when we have not, we have to write yet بنهاية الجملة. Number 3. He hasn't read the letter. He hasn't read the letter. So we need to use yet or already, and it becomes he hasn't read the letter yet. He hasn't read the letter yet. So يوم بعد وجود not بنكتب already. بعد وجود not بنكتب already. بعد has أو have مباشر. يعني right away we write it after has or have. So it becomes he hasn't read the letter yet. He hasn't read the letter yet. Again بعد has أو have مباشر. يعني we write it after. Number 5. I've read it twice. I've read it twice. I'm sorry, number 4. Have you read the book? Have you read the book? So this is wrong. How do we change it to using yet or already? It becomes have you read the book yet? Have you read the book yet? So إذا فهم أن الفعل قد تم وإذا فهمنا إنه الفعل لم يتم باستخدام yet. So it becomes have you read the book yet? Have you read the book yet? Number 5. I've read it twice. I've read it twice. I've read it twice. No. So to use already or yet, we say I've already read it twice. I've already read it twice. Number 6. Have scientists discovered a cure for the common cold? Have scientists discovered a cure for the common cold؟ يعني هل العلماء اكتشفوا علاج إلى الرشح العام؟ That changes to have scientists discovered a cure for the common cold yet. So بنضيف yet and question mark. Number 8. Number 7. How many biscuits have you eaten? How many biscuits have you eaten? Changes to how many biscuits have you already eaten? How many biscuits have you already eaten? And then you can say, I haven't had any yet. I haven't had any biscuits. Or you can say, I have had 2 biscuits already. Number 8. Number 8 says, I haven't had any biscuits. That changes to, I haven't had any biscuits yet. I haven't had any biscuits yet. Moving along to page 12. Here we have the vocabulary. Complete the text about rainforest with the nouns or adjectives from the box. So we have an article here. I'm not going to read it. Here you have 1, surface, 2, species, 3, oxygen, 4, tropical, 5, insects, 6, logging, and 7, plants, and 8, extinct. يعني لا يوجد anymore. Make sure your answers are correct. Exercise number 5. Find the words in the text with the following meaning. يعني في عنا meanings بدك تكتبي الكلمة الصحيحية that goes along with the meaning. 1. Air that we breathe. طبعا الهواء اللي نتنفس اسمه oxygen. Cutting down trees means logging in our vocabulary. These are vocabulary words. We have already completed them. We're just making a review. Top layer of something يعني إشي السطح إشي اسمه surface. Variety or types of animals or plants. هو species we said. No longer exist يعني ما له وجود. Extinct. Number 6. Small animals with 6 legs يعني حشرات صغيرة جيران كتير. We call them insects. Grammar exercise number 6. Read the words related to animals from the box and answer the questions. Read the words related to the animals and from the box and answer the questions. We have questions and we need to put the correct animal to the question. Number 1 says, which 3 can fly? أنه من الانيمالز هدول 3 بيقدروا يطيروا, and we know hummingbird, parrot, and fly. Hummingbird, parrot, and fly. ببغاء والدبانة and hummingbird. I'm not sure in Arabic what it is. Number 2. Which 3 can swim? من هدول الانيمالز أنه 3 بيقدروا يسبحوا. We know frog, and we know ray, and we know a shark. Number 3. Which 2 have hair on their skin? من هدول إيش اللي عندهم كتير شعر? We know monkey and a bear. Number 4. Which of the above animals is an insect? يعني من هدول الانيمالز أني وحدة أنو منهم حشرة. We know a fly هي حشرة. And write a sentence about it. And I wrote, there is a fly in my room. There is a fly in my room. Moving along to page 13. 13 we have exercise number 7. Read the text and then find the correct sentences A through D for each gap from 1 to 4 in the text. يعني عنا we have a text and we have sentences. Which sentences complete the text? يعني بنلاقي من A ل D sentences اللي بيكملوا الفقرة اللي فوق. So, I'm not going to read it, but I need to give you the correct answer. So we have number 1 is C. We started off, since Jordan is located on one of the main flyways of the world, It is becoming more popular with bird watchers, and then we continue. We continue the sentence, millions of birds pass, and so on. Excuse me. Moving along to exercise number 8. Exercise number 8 is writing, the writing portion. Here we have says, which of these things have you already done? Which haven't you done yet? Write sentences. So بدنا نكتب جمل في الأشياء اللي عملناها والأشياء اللي ما عملناها لسه. Already means عملناها وخلصنا. Yet means لسه ما عملناها. Number 1 says, read a whole book in English. Read a whole book in English. هذا بدل إنه الشخص اللي بيحكي خلص قرأ كتاب وخلص. So how do we put it in a complete sentence using already or yet? It becomes, I have already read a whole book in English. I have already read a whole book in English. Number 2. Number 2 says, seen a wild animal. Seen a wild animal. So here we said أي من الأفعال من أنو we need to use yet in already من الأفعال هاي. So بدنا نقرأ ونكتبها كاملة باللغة, in English we need to write it. Seen a wild animal يعني رأيت حيوان بري. This is the meaning of the sentence. So to use already or yet, it becomes, I have already seen a wild animal. I have already seen a wild animal. هلا يوم نستخدم already بيكون قد كما بالفعل. So when we have already, we know هو بالفعل. So 3. won anything. فزت أي شيء. يعني أنا فزت أي شيء doesn't make any sense. So we need to change it. We say, I haven't won anything yet. I haven't won anything yet. So باستخدام yet نكون لم نقم به بعد. We do not put it. So it becomes, I haven't won anything yet. Number 4, try Japanese food. Try Japanese food. جربت طعام الياباني. To change it using already or yet, it becomes, I haven't tried Japanese food yet. I haven't tried Japanese food yet. Number 5 says, helped a poor person. ساعد شخص فقير, يعني that's what it means. To change it using yet or already, it becomes, I have already helped a poor person. I have already helped a poor person. Number 9 says, find 4 mistakes in the use of the present perfect with yet and already. Underline and correct them. So we have 4 أخطاء نستخدم yet and already. يعني yet حتى الآن أو already سابقا أو بالفعل مع المضارع التام present perfect. مع المضارع التام present perfect. استخدم already مع جمل المثبتة ويت مع جمل المنفية not. Again, نستخدم already مع جمل المثبتة and نستعمل yet مع جمل المنفية. جمل المنفية. So, my family and I go on holiday every summer, but the holiday we went on to Jordan was the best. So here we have went. That's the wrong, and it becomes, it has already been 3 years since I have been back from my incredible trip. It has already, wrong is, yet is wrong. So we cross out yet, ومنحط already instead of yet. So it becomes, it has already been 3 years since I have been back to my incredible trip. Even though my parents have yet been to the lost city of Petra. No, that's wrong. So we cross out yet, and it becomes even though my parents have already been, because we have been, so بدل على already, to the lost city of Petra. They enjoyed it again as much as I did. They enjoyed it again as much as I did. So we, like we said already, بجملة المثبتة and تم we use already, something that already had happened. Something that had happened, نحط already. The next sentence is, the unique temples and tunnels that are carved in the pink rocks are amazing. Although I have already taken so many pictures, I still haven't had enough of it already. خطأ. I still haven't had enough of it yet. We use yet. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. I am planning to visit again soon. So, if you haven't thought about going to Petra already, you should really start considering it. Already خطأ, so we cross it out وبنحط yet. So it becomes, so if you haven't thought about going to Petra yet, you should really consider it. يت الآن على يت بدل على جملة المنفية haven't والفعل لم يتم بعد. So لم تفكر إنه يذهب إلى البتراء. لم تفكر إنه يعني يوم تفكر إنه تذهب إلى البتراء we use yet. So if you haven't thought about going to Petra yet, you should really consider it. Again, we're going to go over the grammar for this section because it may be a little bit confusing. So we are using, we have 4 mistakes, put a line under them, and we need to use yet and already. نستخدم yet, yet means حتى الآن, and already means سابقا أو بالفاعل, مع المضارع التام. We use already مع المضارع التام, which is the present perfect. نستخدم already مع الجملة المثبتة, and we use yet مع الجملة المنفية not. يعني when we have not, we know to put yet. يوم يكون عندنا جملة فيها not, بنعرف إنه نحط yet. And نستخدم already مع الجملة المثبتة. يعني we know to use already when a sentence is ثابتة, it's considered. That's it for these exercises. Please go over them again. Make sure your answers are correct. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. Take care until our next lesson.